Hi everyone, and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender Show. I'm Mal Lee. As they say, I'm your host for this evening, but like every other evening, I'm here, and just keeping you going, I suppose, through a little bit of lockdown. It's not long now, it's 9 days to go before Grassroots football returns, so there's one big question I want to ask all you referees out there, and a pound to a penny, I don't get a reply. Well, I might just get one, I'm not too sure. And I think I know the person who will reply on that one. But the question is, what does the return of grassroots football mean to you? Come on, you've got to answer it. You're referees, you're in grassroots football, you've been in lockdown on and off for over 12 months, and finally we get the go-ahead for it to return. So what does it mean for you? We ask all the managers put up there on social media, they're all battering, they can't wait, the kids can't wait, the committees can't wait, fixture secretaries are probably shattered because they've been waiting. But referees never comment. We'd just like a comment off you, please. What does it mean to you? Because the kids will give you an answer as well. What does the return of grassroots football mean to you? Look forward to all your answers. Mal@don'ttexttheline.com. Add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites, or just comment on the post when it pops up on social media or DXTL TV from the touchlines. There you go, little question, just wanted to ask, because it is returning and we're not too sure how many referees are geared up for it. I hope you all are, I hope you've all got your training gear out and you're all training and doing your little bits of runs, because it will be noticeable on the pitches, I tell you, because the kids, they don't really need that much training to be fit, so they can't wait. They'll be running around everywhere. So I'm sure you referees are all fit and healthy, especially you, Mr. Mallon. You're probably looking at this now and going, what's Mal doing with that on there? Because Tony Mallon donated this for a raffle prize, but it's getting on and on and on now because we're still waiting for some bits to come from the FA so we can do a complete raffle or maybe an auction, because I don't think people are really up for raffles anymore. They only pick on certain people who put them up and they only help on that one. It is a struggle to try and get things done, especially on charity. You might have seen our Easter raffle. We're trying to get that sold, and this is part of the Easter raffle because I've now brought these into view, and thank you very much, Tony. And Tony, it doesn't matter, you might know how many sweets are in here, but one thing for sure, I've took a handful out, so you ain't got a clue now. What we're asking you, everyone who's having a go at our raffle, not a raffle, it's pick a number, 1 to 100, you can win over £300 worth of prizes. That's including a tour around Liverpool Football Club, the stadium, and I've been on that one. Whether you're Liverpool, Everton, Man United, whatever it is, regardless, I think you'd like to go on there because it is something that you wouldn't expect. I didn't expect it, the way they put it together. It is unreal, and it is worth having a go on that, honestly. And it's for a family of 4, 2 adults, 2 children. Well worth it, honestly, it really is. Whether you're red, whether you're blue, whether you're pink, whatever it may be. Pink, that means you're an Evertonian. No, I'm only winding you up. I don't want all the hassle. You did have a pink kit, and you tried to say ours was, but ours was salmon. No, there's a difference. Anyway, we'd love someone to win it. So what we're going to do, and also there's a gift voucher there for Argos. No, it's not Argos, it's Asda. I knew I'd get that one right, but I had the 8 right anyway. And so you can get food, whatever it is, in George, so it's worth it, and all that chocolate. And then there is a little crate of Budweiser for you chaps out there, and a lovely bottle of wine as well for the ladies. But also now, we're going to throw this in because if we get it right, it'll be fantastic. So everyone who has a go, and the people who've had a go already on our raffle, I'm going to get in touch with you and I'm going to ask you to pick your amount. I'll write it down to your name that I have on my sheet who's taken the number, and I'm going to put a bonus prize up as well as, who is he? Uncle Joe's t-shirt. Tony, it's actually going, honestly, you've been pestering me and you might win it yourself, you never know. But if you get it right, you get it right. And I'm tempted half the time. There should be free sweets. Anyone who knows Uncle Joe's will probably know that these sweets are well worth it. And that's going on top of a massive raffle prize as well with all your Easter eggs. So look on social media and have a little look on there, and you can it's £10 a number, as I say, 1 to 100. It's all going to our run towards Emily, trying to raise the 25,000 for Emily as quickly as we possibly can. So I'm looking for ways in, ways out to do things, to try and raise the money. I'd love a donor just to come in and go, there you go, Mal, you've been working on it forever and ever. And I am working on it forever and ever. And it is taking far too long for my liking. And I know the reason why. It's been locked down. You don't get to see many people. People are all busy on Zoom now, and you try your best, and it's payment details. So the payment details that we're trying to give you can go on the website, and I'd rather you pay the cash, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm talking about. Everyone takes a little cut in it, don't they? PayPal or whoever it is, GoFundMe, always take a percentage out of there. And I suppose it's fair enough, because there are links where you can just pay, and it's easier if you've got cards, but if you haven't got PayPal, you can't pay. So you get in touch with myself, mal@don'textheline.com, or DM me on the message that I put up on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever it may be, and have a little go for us. You know, we're trying to give as much as we possibly can away on this. You can't, you can go forever and ever. The more that's what people want, the more I want this for nothing if I can. And you know where I'm coming from out there. It's hard graft to try and get things done, and we're trying to just get rid of this raffle tickets, regardless of how many I've sold. The raffle will take place on April the 2nd, which is on the Good Friday. And would you believe that is Emily's birthday as well? And I never knew anything about that until Mum contacted me the other week. Well, I think it was Olivia who told me it was, yeah, because it was refereeing. And then Mum reminds me of it as well. So, you know, there's some lovely prizes. Have a look on there. There's a lovely photograph of all the Easter eggs that you can win, and the prize on there as well. And we just want to get them, and I've volunteered Paul Rukin, yes, the roads, he's going to be delivering it for you, free of charge. There you go. Not in Manchester, not in London. We'll have to post that out if you win that, but I'm sure you'd rather donate, because you can understand the cost of the delivery on us is astronomical, and I suppose we couldn't afford that, because we want to try and get every penny in towards helping Emily. But there's enough on Merseyside to try and take this and beat this and win this. We want as many of you to do this as possibly, as many as possibly can do it. You know, that's I've got a little bit of a cough coming, and look, I've got water, because I might be going for a little run later on, just a little run, I hope, just to keep the legs motivated and the legs moving. So I'm going to see where I stand on that one. And it's also FA Cup day, and would you believe it, Emily's in the FA Cup. She had number one happened to be Bournemouth, and obviously we'll give an update on all the games as they go along today, because Everton later on play Manchester City. Now I believe Everton are going to turn Manchester City over. That's my honest opinion. When this is out, the score law is to be in, so I might be right, I might be wrong, and then you can all gloat and say, ah, you got that one wrong, you got that one right, well done. But I really do believe that Man City can't go on forever and ever and ever in all these cup runs. You saw the Champions League cup run yesterday, everyone was after Dortmund and Porto, and lo and behold, Manchester City get Dortmund, we'll get Real Madrid, and do you know what, I'd rather have Real Madrid, I really would. They're not the same team, but they can still play football, and if anyone you're going to play, I think it would have been Real Madrid out of that one, because you know the form of them, you know the players, and Liverpool have got a lot of injuries. It's one of those things, will players be back? You never know. You know, I wish Jordan Henderson was back, because what a motivator he is. He's turned into someone unbelievable, and at the start I'll be holding my hands up. I never thought he was going to be our captain and the leader, and believe me, he's done an excellent job, and he gets those players motivated, just like you should do when you're playing football as well. Be a team, because teamwork gets you results, and this is what we're trying to do. So you've got your extra large t-shirt, you can put that over. You girls, you wear that, you can wear it for bed if you want, Uncle Joe's, and you can just dig into the sweets all night. So we're asking you, pick a bonus, pick a quantity, let us know when you've picked your number and how many sweets are in the jar. You can have a good look, how many sweets are in the jar, and I've taken a nice handful out of there, so Tony Mallon won't get the right answer. I tell you, it could have been 2 handfuls. I'm just mixing it all up. There could be a lot of paperwork in there rather than sweets. I might have been eating one or two of them. You never know, do you, Tony? So anyway, good luck to everyone. Please have a go, and as a bonus prize, if you get the amount, you'd not only win the sweets and the hamper and everything like that, and the Uncle Joe's t-shirt, you win everything else, but there's a bit nice little bonus prize that we're going to put there as well, and we'll announce that when we're going to do the draw, what the bonus prize is. So it's well worth having a go for £10, over £300 worth, probably more now, a lot more, because the bonus prize is coming in. So it's nice. It's something, you're getting 2 goes, aren't you? You're getting a go at the sweets, hammering in the jar, and you're also getting a lucky number, your favourite number, 1 to 100. If it's gone, it's gone. Just let me know what you do. You go on to there, if you want to pay by PayPal, you pick your number, so you pay your money, you tell me, I check out on the PayPal, you paid your money, pick your number, and then have your little dabble of how many sweets are in the jar. Sweets, what a go that could be. Or you could just have a separate go if you want to and pay £10 and have a go at the sweets. That's up to you. Entirely up to you. Anyway, good luck, whatever your challenge is. We're doing the draw on April the 2nd, which is hopefully our tournament day. I'm going to give you an update on that one. I know you managers out there are all panicking what's going on. Leave it with me. We'll be back to you very, very soon indeed. I'm guarantee you'll know something by Monday, or on Monday. But we're working on it hard, really, and honestly it's 24/7 that we are working on what we're trying to bring together for you because of COVID regulations, because of county FA red tape. It's unreal, honestly, it really, really is, and I'll explain all that next week. Definitely promise you I won't hold back on it, and I'll come up with things and let you know exactly what we've been through and what we've been trying to do, because it really has put a lot of stress on me. And I know put posts up and saying be positive. You've got to be positive. You've got to be confident when you're going into the following day. It's your life, it's what you want. You've got to be, to succeed, you've got to have a right go. You can't sit back and moan about it. You have to fight whatever's put in front of you. And good enough, you will do. You've got to have the confidence, and you've really, really got to promote yourself. And there's always people out there who'll help you. Never knock them back, honestly. Don't think you can do it on your own, because sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. And believe me, that goes a long way. And that will, I assure you, you ask anyone who's got the experience. And if you're a younger person, it goes a long, long way. I assure you, don't think you can motivate yourself and go on your own. There's always someone there to help you. That's why you go to school, because your teachers are helping you, aren't they? So, remember that. Whoever it is, there's always someone. And there's always someone there also to try and knock you down. Ignore those people. Really ignore them. So good luck, whatever your path you choose. And I hope that path is the right path, and the gate that you open is the right gate, because there's always wrong turnings. Don't take the wrong turn, take the right turning, and you'll be good to go. Okay, we've asked the question to the referees. We've got 9 days to go now for grassroots football, the return of, and I can see people battering the friendlies. You can see referees gloating, money, ching, 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 ching. That's all I can hear. Wow, it's all going to be going again. But I think there's another announcement coming on Monday to finalise what you can, what you can't do at grassroots football. I know the FA have been working with the government, but let's get it all into perspective. What can you do when you travel? How many's in a car? Things like that, just to finalise things, you know, and get things done and get everyone motivated for the return of grassroots football. And it's spring, isn't it? Next week the clocks go forward. We get less hour in bed, but that won't make any difference to me whatsoever, I assure you. Even when the clocks go back, I never make up for it, so it's one of those things. Now we've got 6 minutes left on the show. 1 second. Thank you very much for that. Just need to whet the appetite for everything that we're doing at Don't Cross the Line. We had our young commentators last night welcoming all project. We were lucky enough to get a lottery grant and a government grant, so we put that into to helping the kids, to push them into podcasting if we can. And you know what? They're brilliant, absolutely superb. Dan come from KCC 99.8 FM live last night, and he does his presentation with the kids. Wayne was there to help us along the way, watch a few videos, and myself, and talk to the kids and listen to what they want. And do you know what? wow, these kids, tell you what, when they're in the studio, when they go to dance studio, we're going to have some world beaters here, I assure you. And they all started with DXTL project, welcoming all, and young commentators. And we want to get them out and about as well. That's all coming, isn't it? Because it's like a 24-week course. But that, when we say 24-week course, it's 2 hours a week, if that. And we're trying to get them all motivated. There'll be a few more when we get them out and about, when we get permission for them to interview the mums, the dads, the grandparents, the referees, the kids who are playing out on the football pitch, and also the committee members if they're all up for it. So why not take a back seat and let the kids ask you their questions? They will be putting the questions down to ask you. So it should be fun and games, and then they'll be commentating on a certain game that we choose. We'll ask everyone's permission, and the kids will be made up because the kids will get their surnames all mentioned out when the kids are all running around and putting on a show. They'll want the ball more times than anyone else, so they can get their name mentioned, but it's all about passing. Great, imagine that, getting that commentator going, the young commentator, if everyone's passing that ball and there's 100 passes, that'd be sound, that'd be brilliant for the young commentator. The experience there he'd learn would be next to none. Wow, fantastic. Okay, it's really going well now. We're 9 days away. As I say, the FA Cup draw, or the games are there, so going from the quarter-finals to the semi-finals, who will be in it? Your team be in it. As I say, we'll be updating a little bit more tomorrow. We'll have more games tomorrow for the FA Cup. And we've got a 3-week break in the Premier League. That's a long, long time, isn't it? You know, these managers, even Jurgen Klopp said our players are overplaying. I don't think they are. I really don't. You know, 3-week break now, and they'll probably moan about that. We shouldn't have that long a break, because you just want to hit form. You just want to get motivated. But that's good. And I was made up when I saw the England squad as well, and there was no Liverpool players in there. I'm sure Klopp will be made up, but it's elsewhere that they all go, isn't it? It really is. I don't think anyone wants their players in the England squad at the moment, but unfortunately you get them because you're all panicking about injuries for the end of the season. So fingers crossed we won't have any more, and a few of our players can come back. We've got another 3 weeks before, or 2 weeks now before a game, so who's going to be right? I'm not too sure, but it remains to be seen. Champions League, that's coming up in a few weeks' time as well. So we've got loads going on, but grassroots football, everything will be back in its prime, and let's just hope. We do know there's a rise in COVID-19 again all over Europe and what have you, so does that affect your holiday? Not going to affect mine at the end. I'm not too sure about September, when I go with my works over to Turkey. Trying it again, aren't I? So, and then I've got my holiday next year in Cyprus, Protaras, in the King Jason Hotel, a bit of a posh hotel that. But I've always walked past it, always looked at it, and I've seen these sunbeds or the lounges. Have you seen them? When they've got these mattresses like that, I'm going to be sleeping there all night, I assure you, outside, because it's gorgeous. It could be 100 odd degrees, dear me. Anyway, we all need a bit of sun, and I'm sure I'm going to get it this year in the UK. So back gardens are going to take a battering if you're not going away in the UK, because I can imagine the UK holidays, the prices they put on that, because if you notice in the shops now, everything is creeping up. Now, I don't know why, because all these supermarkets have had it really, really good through lockdown. They've been bombarded. They've had every little bit of shopping experience that the shopper can do, because all the other shops are basically being shut. So, they've had a good run. Why are they going to put their prices up? It doesn't make sense to me. Everything is going up, and the government is allowing people to put it up because they all want to claw that money back. And I bet you our banks and the interest rates all start climbing, and we're all out of pocket before we know it. And that news yesterday about, same as myself, care workers staff not going to be getting the minimum wage when it comes to sleepovers, and I can sympathise with people out there, because you do get up most of the night. If your client is up, you have to be up with them, and you can't claim anything extra. There's enough workers out there, you know what I mean, who are going to be suffering through this. It doesn't make sense to me how a judge can turn around, that judge on the wage that he is on or they're on, to turn around and make a decision like that. But they do it, not in a million years, but they can make the decision. So, will the care workers, support staff, social workers get a rise? Doubt it very, very much. because there's a big holdback on that. They don't want to pay anyone, and those jobs that you do, and I'm one of them, really hard work, I assure you. You can have good times, easy times, but you can have a lot of tough times as well. And that's why if you look in social media and the care worker, that job sector there's availability everywhere for those jobs. Why? Because the money, the wages, not worth it. And it's the likes of us. Because you do a good job, you want to get that person back, you know, into some sort of normality, into the communities, and making them feel good. It's a rewarding job. That's the difference, and that's why I like it, because you get the benefits of your clients and introducing them into the communities and making them, or not making them, getting them involved in activities, and it does make a difference where other people have knocked them back. So that's what support workers and care workers do. They make sure that they can integrate all their clients into communities where they can have a little bit of fun in their lives, because they haven't got much of a life, I assure you. Okay, we've gone over. Here's me, rabbit, 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 that's all it is. Don't forget how many sweets are in the jar. If you've had a go on our lottery, I'll pick a number for Emily, get in touch with me and tell me how many sweets are in the jar. Even I don't know, I assure you. And we'll count them one day on the show. And when we do the raffle, it'll also be on DXTL TV from the touchlines, so you can see who's going to win the, keep saying the raffle, the number, pick a number, 1 to 100. If you haven't had a go, or if you want another go, just get in touch with me, mal@don'txtheline.com. And please, when I put the post up, share it for me. We want everyone, we want that full. It doesn't look like it's going to get full at the moment, but whatever we make. It's as simple as that. And we go again on something different. We'll be back again tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. So I really do appreciate everyone tuning into us from DXTL TV from the touchlines, on our WordPress as well. All you Americans, Australians, Germans, everyone who listens into me. I'll have to start picking some more languages up. And even you Welsh out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm Mal. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. So for myself and all the team here, the DXTL Don't Cross the Line and Respect programme, have a great evening, put your feet up, relax and enjoy yourself. But most of all, be safe. See you tomorrow. Good night, God bless.